Okay, here we are in the cottage. You're kind of facing the light, so it might be a little blurry, but here are the curtains, and they're just beautiful. They have light blue and dark blue and kind of a tan color, which goes with what we painted on the walls really, really well. There's these little star holes because they're blackout curtains, but they don't totally black out because the light comes through those little stars. It is so adorable. I love them. They're great. We still have to take care of a few other things in here. We've got weather stripping around the doors. We got weather stripping around the windows to still add a little drip. I don't know what that is, but it attaches to the edge and it holds the carpet down. And when you step on it, you don't, mess up the carpet on the edges. We've got that to put on, and I've got a little table that I'm going to bring in over here and put on that wall there. We need some type of little dresser system, but we don't have one just yet. And we're kind of looking around for something inexpensive that will blend nicely to it. And so hopefully that will work real well. We've got to get the cat off the bed. Okay, got the cat off the bed. Gonna have her exit, and I'll exit too. Okay, now since we've looked at the cottage, it's time to get on to some real work. So, well, you have big ruts that come into the yard, and they're full of water because, one, the ground defrosted when the weather warmed up a little, and two, it rained last night through the night. So we got ruts, we got water. Okay, well, the sun is that direction. It's getting ready to start setting. It's still got a couple hours, I think, before it actually sets, but I've been on the phone with my sister for 3 hours, so what can I say? I haven't done any work. Okay, well, I'm over here where we have the ridges in the ground where the tractor went through, and I don't know if you can see, but they're filled with water because the ground is so much lower there. We had worked really hard to kind of get this flat-ish, and now it's just full of ruts, really bad ruts. And see, what happened was as the tractor wheels went in like this, it pushed the dirt up like this. Now, I did something similar over there, but it was in dirt, so all I did was knock the dirt down. But this is grass, and so you can't just knock the grass down. And so I guess it's going to just be a lumpy ground right here until time allows it to mellow out and flatten out again. This side right here, it's just so gorgeous, and this side right here had a few dips in it and stuff, but I had worked really hard filling it up with dirt to get it all nice and level here, so it's kind of backtracking on what we're doing. But also there's a big pile of rocks, not pile because a lot of it did get moved over to the other side where we're going to spread those out for a wider place to park, but a lot got left right here and got driven over and over again, pushing those rocks down into the ground. Well, we need those rocks, so I have to gather them up and remake a pile and collect all the rocks I can possibly collect right here because that's not where I want the rocks, and yet it is what it is, right? Anyhow, I'm going to start trying to fill that one rut right there, and I think it's going to take a lot of dirt, but can't do it unless I get busy. So let's get busy. as I'm working, I'm looking at the ridges, and there's this really big ridge right here, but there's grass everywhere. I'm wondering if I can get the slammer while the ground's kind of wet and slam it sideways so it fills in this ridge, this dip right here, because there's Bermuda all over the top of this. See, the Bermuda's like this, and all the mud got squished underneath, lifting the ground. In order to level it, I have to go through that Bermuda that got lifted up. That's too hard. This easier grass is kind of hard, and my body's not liking this at all. But there's deep ridge that goes right here, and it dips down, and there's water in it. But the ridge, it's definitely quite a bit deep. Anyway, as you can see, I'm going to move over here. As you can see, I've got it a little bit flatter right in this section right here. I went too far deep into the rocks right here, but that's because the rocks have gone into the dirt, and I want to get the rocks out because I can fill it with sand or even clay, and level it off that way. I just don't want all those rocks, because we need those rocks for that section over there where Lee parks. I had put rocks all around where Lee could park, but I went too narrow, and he needs to swing wider, so we need that to be wider. So I need to put rocks all over there. Plus, I think there's rocks over here already in the ground. They just got kind of buried with dirt, but we need to make sure that this is solid ground on this side too, where my car's being parked. So the rocks have a home. We're gonna have to order more rocks for our other project we're gonna do, because I've been sneaking the rocks out for a while. I put rocks all around those metal sheds over there so we wouldn't sink in the mud, but we could walk all around it, and it's working really nicely. I added some more rocks over there where the cat is going to the garage, because I kept passing this one area that was just constantly mushy and wet, so I put rocks right there too. So I've been using the rocks, and they've kind of been handy. We are going to have to order some more rocks, and when the time comes. And anyhow, I needed just to stop for a second and rest. I'm going to go over and get some sand and put sand over here on top to prevent us from stepping in the mud and for us getting all muddy. I'm told that if you add sand to this clay, it will make it really rock hard. And so maybe that's a good thing. So we'll put sand on it and see what happens. Anyhow, sand pile. All right, I jumped the gun. Remember, I put all that clay in that wheelbarrow. Well, I can't get the sand without the wheelbarrow, so I'm going to have to lay that clay out and put it in that ridge before I do sand. So back over there. The ground's like walking on sponges. It's really weird. Okay, let's go get the sand. cats are pooping in our sand. One didn't even bother burying it. It was just laying there. So sad. It is what it is. Okay, I'm really out of breath and really, really tired. Anyway, I want to get that sand over the top of that mud, that's clay, because it's bound to not stick to your boots like this clay does. But also, the sand sinks, sinking sand and all, as they say. So you definitely don't want all sand in here. You ever walked on the beach and your feet go in? That's what's happening here. I want solid ground. So I'm going to put enough on it to cover up the mud. And I don't know, maybe I'll throw some of those rocks that I had piled, that I raked over. Maybe I'll throw some of those on top of the sand too. But we'll have to see. Let's just go work. Okay, I want you to see this. I'm going to turn the camera. Can you see that? The way the ground moves? It's like you're walking on a sponge. It's no wonder that you can't drive on it. Okay, it's just a matter of a couple of minutes before the sun drops below the tree line and we're not able to see anything. So, thanks for watching. It looks okay. I hope it'll be okay. It'll start drying out, but you saw the water as I covered the puddles. But it looks like I got it fairly level. I am concerned about how the slope has to go this way, and we have to keep that slope all the way because it all flows towards the pond. So all that area over there, we can't raise it up. We're going to have to try to get it down. But the dirt's raised up under the ground, under that grass. You can clearly see it over there. And I'll get the camera over there on another day and show you, I'm sure, because we're going to be working on this for quite a while. But I did a nice section, and it's right up here. And then what I'm going to do is, as the ground begins to harden, because tomorrow's supposed to be a real nice day, I think it's supposed to be sunny. As the ground starts to harden, I'll put some of that, those rocks in line, so when Lee pulls up, he has a place that he can park if he has to pull straight in, or guess, because we do turn the car, the truck that way, and we turn the car this way, and so to kind of keep them out of the way. There's a lot of mud underneath that car, so we wanted rocks over there. I don't think we have enough rocks to do everything, but it'll be fine. We'll order some new rocks and we'll do it. It's on wood. It's perfectly fine right now. So there you are. So like I said, that's it. Thanks for watching. You be sure to like, share, press that notification bell, and subscribe. And we will see you next time on the homestead. Bye-bye now.